We will now move to the next phase, which focuses on the Engineering Support Battalion within the Logistics Combat element. Engineering units play a critical role in Marine Corps operations because they provide the engineering capabilities required to support maneuver, sustainment, and infrastructure during deployments. In this section, we will examine the mission and organization of the Engineering Support Battalion. The Engineering Support Battalion provides engineering capabilities that help Marine forces move, survive, and sustain operations during missions. For example, mobility support may include building or repairing routes and obstacles to allow friendly forces to maneuver. Counter-mobility involves creating obstacles that slow or stop enemy movement. Survivability tasks include constructing defensive positions or protective structures for personnel and equipment. The battalion also provides bulk water and fuel storage capabilities, along with explosive ordnance disposal support, which helps identify and neutralize explosive threats. This structure allows the battalion to organize its engineering capabilities according to mission requirements. Engineering units can be task organized to support different operational forces depending on the mission. The diagram shown here illustrates the organizational structure of the Engineering Support Battalion. At the top is the Engineering Support Battalion headquarters. Under the headquarters are several specialized companies. The first is the Headquarters and Service Company, which provides command support for the battalion. Next is the Engineer Support Company, which provides general engineering support for operational missions. The Bridge Company is responsible for bridging operations that allow forces to cross obstacles such as rivers or damaged infrastructure. The Bulk Fuel Company manages fuel storage and distribution operations that sustain military vehicles and equipment. The Explosive Ordnance Disposal Company, often referred to as the EOD Company, specializes in locating and safely disposing of explosive hazards. Finally, the battalion includes engineer companies, which provide additional engineering capabilities to support Marine forces during operations. Together, these companies allow the Engineering Support Battalion to deliver comprehensive engineering support that enables Marine forces to maneuver and sustain operations. This enables them to overcome environmental and battlefield obstacles during MAGTEV missions. That is what the Engineering Support Battalion provides. Having examined the mission and organization of the Engineering Support Battalion, we will now discuss the major tasks performed by this battalion in support of Marine Corps operations. These tasks represent the engineering capabilities that enable mobility, sustainment, and operational support for the Marine Expeditionary Force. These first tasks focus on supporting operational planning and infrastructure for Marine forces. Engineering reconnaissance helps identify terrain conditions, routes, and construction requirements. Airfield construction allows Marine aviation units to operate from temporary expeditionary airfields during deployments. Counter-mobility operations involve creating obstacles that slow or stop enemy movement, while EOD teams locate and neutralize explosive hazards. The battalion may also provide bath and laundry services when operational units lack those capabilities in the field. These tasks focus on sustaining operational infrastructure and enabling maneuver. Engineering units provide electrical power to support camps and operational facilities. They also manage bulk fuel systems used by vehicles and equipment. Mobility operations allow forces to breach or remove obstacles that block movement, while deception devices may be constructed to mislead enemy forces about friendly positions or activities. Engineers also construct and maintain encampments and support facilities required by the MEF. The final tasks focus on engineering capabilities that improve force protection and operational movement. Specialized demolition operations may be used to destroy obstacles or structures when required during operations. Bridging operations allow forces to cross rivers, damaged infrastructure, or terrain obstacles. Engineers also construct protective structures that increase survivability for personnel and equipment. Additionally, the battalion provides water purification and storage systems, ensuring that operational forces have access to potable water. Finally, engineers maintain lines of communication and main supply routes, which are critical for transporting personnel, equipment, and supplies during operations. The Engineering Support Battalion performs 15 major engineering tasks that enable mobility, sustainment, survivability, and infrastructure support for the Marine Expeditionary Force during MAGTEV operations. Let's now look at one of the key companies that supports the battalion's operations, the Engineer Support Battalion Headquarters and Service Company, commonly referred to as the H&S Company. This company plays an important role in providing the command, administrative, and operational support required for the battalion to function effectively. The H&S Company supports the battalion by ensuring that the leadership, coordination, and administrative systems required for operations are functioning properly. For example, this company may assist with planning, personnel administration, communications coordination, and other command support activities that allow engineering units to perform their missions effectively. Through these functions, the H&S Company helps maintain coordination between battalion leadership and subordinate engineering units during operations. This organizational structure allows the H&S Company to plan, coordinate, and supervise the command support activities required for the Engineering Support Battalion to operate effectively. By providing these support functions, the company ensures that engineering units remain properly organized and prepared to support Marine forces during operations. The Engineer Support Battalion Headquarters and Service Company provides the command, administrative, and coordination support that allows the Engineering Support Battalion to successfully conduct engineering operations in support of the MEF and MAGTAV. Next, we will examine another important company within the Engineering Support Battalion, known as the Engineer Support Company. This company plays a key role in supporting the battalion by providing maintenance, transportation, and services support that allows engineering units to perform their operational missions. The Engineer Support Company ensures that the equipment and logistical support required by the Engineering Support Battalion remain operational and available during missions. For example, this company may provide maintenance for engineering equipment, transportation support for personnel or materials, and additional support to engineer companies conducting construction or mobility operations. By providing these services, the company helps ensure that engineering units can continue their operational tasks without interruption. This structure allows the Engineer Support Company to plan and coordinate maintenance and support activities for the battalion's equipment and operations. It also allows the company to organize maintenance support teams that can assist engineer units during different operational missions. The Engineer Support Company provides maintenance, transportation, and support capabilities that allow the Engineering Support Battalion to sustain engineering operations during MEF and MAGTAV missions. Next, we will examine the Bulk Fuel Company within the Engineering Support Battalion. Fuel support is a critical logistics capability because military vehicles, aircraft, and equipment depend on a continuous supply of fuel to sustain operations. The Bulk Fuel Company provides the systems and personnel necessary to store, manage, and distribute bulk fuel in support of Marine Corps missions. Class 3 supplies refer to petroleum products such as fuel and lubricants used by vehicles, aircraft, and equipment. The Bulk Fuel Company manages the receipt, storage, and distribution of bulk fuel supplies, ensuring that operational units have the fuel required to conduct missions. For example, the company may establish large fuel storage and distribution systems. Through these systems, the Bulk Fuel Company ensures that fuel can be transported and delivered efficiently to support Marine forces operating in different locations. This organizational structure allows the Bulk Fuel Company to coordinate and manage large-scale fuel distribution operations during deployments. It also allows the company to task organize fuel support teams that can operate in different locations to support Marine forces across the battlefield. The Bulk Fuel Company provides the bulk fuel storage and distribution capabilities required to sustain vehicles, equipment, and aviation operations during MEF and MAGTAV missions. Next, we will examine another key unit within the Engineering Support Battalion, known as the Engineer Company. This company provides the general engineering capabilities required to support Marine Corps operations in expeditionary environments. The Engineer Company performs engineering tasks that help Marine forces operate effectively in different environments. These tasks may include construction, mobility support, obstacle removal, and infrastructure development needed during deployments. For example, engineers may construct temporary facilities or improve routes. Through these capabilities, the Engineer Company helps ensure that Marine forces have the engineering support required to sustain operations in expeditionary conditions. This organizational structure allows the Engineer Company to coordinate engineering tasks and deploy engineering teams based on mission requirements. It also allows the battalion to task organize engineer units to support different operational missions across the MEF. The Engineer Company provides the general engineering capabilities required to support expeditionary operations and sustain Marine forces during MEF and MAGTAV missions. Moving forward, let's discuss the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Company, commonly known as the EOD Company, within the Engineering Support Battalion. This unit plays a critical role in protecting Marine forces by identifying and neutralizing explosive hazards that may threaten personnel, equipment, and operations. EOD personnel specialize in dealing with explosive threats that may may be encountered during military operations. These threats may include unexploded ordnance left from previous combat operations. Adversaries may use improvised explosive devices or hazardous materials associated with chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, or explosive threats. By locating and safely disposing of these hazards, EOD teams help ensure that Marine forces can continue operations safely and effectively. Through these activities, EOD teams provide an essential force protection capability for Marine Corps operations. The General Support Platoon provides specialized explosive ordnance disposal support across operational areas where it may be required. Each section contains trained EOD technicians capable of responding to explosive threats during missions. These platoons are organized to support specific infantry regiments during operations, ensuring that EOD capabilities are available close to combat units. This structure allows EOD teams to rapidly respond to explosive threats encountered by Marine units during missions. The EOD company protects Marine forces by detecting, identifying, and neutralizing explosive hazards, ensuring that operations can continue safely in support of MEF and MAGTEV missions. Next, we will examine the Bridge Company within the Engineering Support Battalion. This company provides specialized engineering capabilities that allow Marine forces to cross natural and man-made obstacles during operations. Bridging support is essential because obstacles such as rivers, damaged bridges, or terrain barriers can restrict movement. Tactical bridging allows Marine forces to maintain momentum during operations when natural obstacles or destroyed infrastructure block movement. For example, engineers may deploy temporary military bridges that allow vehicles, equipment, and personnel to cross rivers or gaps in damaged roads. These bridging systems help ensure that Marine units can continue maneuvering during operations. Through these bridging capabilities, the Bridge Company helps ensure that Marine forces maintain freedom of movement during MEF operations. This organizational structure allows the Bridge Company to coordinate and deploy bridging assets based on operational requirements. The company can also task organize bridging teams to support different missions conducted by the Engineering Support Battalion during operations. The Bridge Company provides tactical bridging capabilities that enable Marine forces to overcome terrain obstacles and maintain mobility during MEF and MAGTAP missions. Before moving on to the next section, let us briefly review the key points, which focuses on the Engineering Support Battalion within the Logistics Combat element. This section explained the mission, organization, and operational responsibilities of the Engineering Support Battalion and its subordinate companies. The Engineering Support Battalion provides the engineering capabilities necessary to support maneuver, sustain operations, and protect Marine forces during missions. These engineering functions enable Marine forces to move across terrain, construct operational facilities, and overcome obstacles during deployments. These tasks allow the Engineering Support Battalion to create the infrastructure and operational conditions required for Marine forces to operate effectively in expeditionary environments. Engineers also ensure that routes, facilities, and operational bases remain functional throughout military operations. The Headquarters and Service Company provides the administrative and command coordination necessary for the battalion to manage engineering operations effectively. Each of these companies performs specialized functions that contribute to the overall engineering capabilities of the Engineering Support Battalion. Together, they allow the battalion to support mobility, sustainment, and force protection during operations. These specialized companies ensure that Marine forces have the fuel, mobility, and explosive hazard response capabilities required to sustain operations across the battlefield. In summary, the Engineering Support Battalion provides the engineering expertise, equipment, and specialized capabilities that allow Marine forces to overcome obstacles. This enables them to sustain operational bases and maintain freedom of movement during missions. That completes the recap for Section 107.